Well, hey everybody, thanks for joining me. It's Chris with 4 Directions Bushcraft. We're just out for the day practicing our skills, and I was going to stay overnight, but something came up and I'm not going to be able to do that, unfortunately. But anyway, I hiked down to the valley here where the water is. Today we collected some edibles along the way, as you guys saw. Started a hand drill fire. Although I did bring my pack, which is down there, I'm trying not to use anything in it. Not even the knife, cordage, nothing. But I still brought it just in case. But I want to practice with nothing. Like, I got lost, had to come down here, had to get water, had to get a fire to procure my water. Collecting edibles along the way. As you guys saw, we got some sassafras. We got some wood sorrel, a lot of wood sorrel, which is great. There's wood nettle down here. We got some mint. Greenbrier. Which is great. And we got a minnow trap going, which I already had a couple. Here's my pine, actually. There's one with a greenbrier tucked in there. There's one pine tree I found. There's not many pine around here. Mostly white oak, cedar. One pine tree, so this would be great for tea, vitamin C. I might just have that before I leave, but I don't want to use my containers. So that's one of the most difficult things in nature, is to replicate a container. You either got to use clay, you got to use fire to burn it out. Now that I had my fire, I'd be able to burn out a container, but it'd take a good hour. And I still gotta hike back today, unfortunately. But I'm just out having fun. And this wood sorrel is really good right now, because I've really had nothing. I didn't really eat before I left the house, unfortunately. That was kind of dumb. I should have. But we'll go down and check the minnow trap and see how that's going. Well, no minnows, but we got a little crawdad in there. And if I bet I was a little more patient, I could get another little crawdad in there. There's tons of them in these, trapped in these creeks. And this is the setup I have now, and I just blocked this off because I seen him in there. So if need be, you could feed yourself out of these until they dry, until they dried up. Sassafras, very, very good. Now I'd also be able to make a tea out of this. So if you know what you're looking for out here, it wouldn't be very hard in the eastern woodlands here. Well, we're in Missouri, so central, but these are pretty much the eastern woodlands. It wouldn't be very hard to be able to thrive out here in this bioregion. With plenty of water, plenty of natural shelters, plenty of shade, plenty of food, plenty of edibles, especially now at this time. which is early summer. I mean, I didn't have to use any energy to procure this shelter or to have this shelter. Like you saw behind you, this is a dead rooted up tree, so I could use that root stump, and in between the root stump and the tree there, now that I'm smoking everything out, all the bugs have left, I could sleep right in there comfortably. All these ferns here, all these ferns make great bedding. You throw them down and I could sleep right in there, no problem. So really, if you have the time, which if it's a survival situation, that's what you're gonna have until you get out of there, I guess, hike out. But if you have the time, the energy, which means you have to have food, you can make any one of these your shelters for the night, no problem. I mean, I wouldn't have to do anything to this. All the bugs are gone now that I started my fire. I could actually move my fire out here to where you guys are and sleep comfortably right there. It would protect me somewhat from the rain. I'd get a little wet, but not too bad. So the sassafras, I kind of like to chew on it. If I'm not going to make a tea out of it, I like to chew on it as I'm going. Even though it's not too hot today, it will help you cool down. It'll thin your blood, and it's good. Tastes like root beer, so that's nice. I love root beer. So, as you guys saw, I do have a partial container here in an armadillo shell that we found, as you guys saw. So if worse comes to worse, I can contain a little bit of water. Now, I don't know if I'd be able to boil this. Now, what I could do, and what I probably would do in this situation, is go right up here where you guys saw the quarry, the rock quarries, and I would stone boil in one of the nature's bowls in one of those crevices. It's just lukewarm now. Tastes like water. It's just stone boil right in one of those. You'd have to make sure it's a little one. But that is a natural container you didn't have to use any energy for. And that's probably what I would do tonight. But I was just walking by, I found this. I found that behind you, which is that uprooted tree. And this would be perfect. A little mint between my legs.